Hello, people of the interwebs! Welcome back to my Let's Play of Tomba 2 for RGOGNOCA, really good old games no one cares about. I am WaterGirl108, and we have some miscellaneous stuff to clean up. I believe, including this guy.
Your friend Charles?
Yes.
He's disappeared. Isn't he at Kujara Ranch or somewhere eating road grass?
The heck does that mean? Anyway. So yeah, we're gonna be getting dialogue from that guy. I think I've missed some? Alright. And I'm here just in case I didn't get this. I think I did, but just in case I didn't.
Your friend Charles? Last time I met him, he was in coal mining town. He was still hanging around.
Yes, actually, I am convinced that I got this already. Because that sounds very familiar. But, oh well, it's here now too. If I have, I just cut it in right now. Or rather, if I went back for what I missed, I just cut it in right now. I might not do that, because honestly, I'm getting really tired of doing that. I know I had like a whole plan, but it's really getting tiring, I'll be honest. Fortunately, there shouldn't be much of that required for this episode. Hopefully. But yeah, we just have some stuff to get. Some really convenient stuff, actually. This is, This is gonna be the episode where we get all the, like, super power-ups in the game. Well, not all of them, but some of them. First of all, this.
We did it! Now we can use this bucket to collect that water.
See, what's interesting about this is, while the mermaid bucket is an infinite bucket for hot and cold water, ooh, chest, it does not have the properties of this water, which is why it's nice to have two buckets when you get here, because there are exactly two places this water can be used. Not sure if that's a coincidence or not, but it's nice. So, no, I didn't mean to go in here. Oh, shoot.
Hey, is anybody there? I stumbled into this room. It's pitch dark and I can't see.
I wanted to use the grapple to go up and grab some stuff.
You need more than a little light. I've got it. 20 snow fireflies are supposed to give off brilliant light. I'll try it.
Again, I think the pronoun there is a dubism. Japanese is such a fascinating language in that it kind of expects you to figure out a lot of what's being said on your own. Like, they don't spell things out very often. Like, there are pronouns in Japanese. It's just that they're never used, at least not in casual conversation, unless you really want to emphasize something. What am I going on about? Anyway, so I now have the two water buckets, and my brain just died. I'm sorry, I don't know what that was about. My brain just kind of completely died out of nowhere. Anyway, there's some stuff to do in the Kujara Ranch, so let's do that. Let's get the first of... yeah. So the goal here is to get 3? Yes, 3. Very, very useful items. Like, easily the most useful in the game. And one of them... I'm so glad I know I can scroll my weapons now. Thank you, SomeoneXX, for watching this channel. Anyway, one of them is right down here. Or at least the gateway to one of them is right down here. So we have a jellyfish with eyes. We've spoken to this guy, I'm pretty sure.
Hey, you've come to see my collection. What do you think? Pretty cool, huh?
Maybe we haven't.
Of course, I've only got one of the little buggers. I'm collecting rare life forms. If you find anything, bring them to me.
Yeah, no, actually, I don't think we did.
Ah, this is a rare item indeed. You're giving it to me? Why, thank you. Ho ho!
So we have a jellyfish with eyes, a fish with feet,
Ah, this is a rare item indeed.
a shrimp with
To me? Why, thank you.
beard, I think? Is that one steel? A squid with wings. And a hermit crab with a anglerfish lantern.
Rare.
Now we did miss some dialogue naturally, so I'll cut that in once we're done here. I'll actually remember to, give myself a pause to cut this time.
Ha ha ha! Look at all these animals. Now my collection is complete.
Those sprites are clipping through the jars. I don't recall them doing that before. Oh well.
Thanks for your cooperation. It appears that you brought in most of the life forms.
I do like this side quest.
I've got a present for you.
Like, just going around finding these weird, random creatures throughout the game. It's fun. I like it.
Here. How about it? Surprised? Climb in here, and you can sample the forbidden world. Oh, you'll like it, I'm sure. Like it? Who doesn't?
Alright, so, just in case... Well, no, not just in case. Just in case it's for the other thing I'm going to be getting in a second. Anyway, this guy.
Hey, you've come to see my...
Seen this.
I'm...
Seen that. Here's what he says if you don't have anything for him. Which I don't know if it's anything special, but here we go.
If you find some rare life form, you'll bring it right over, right?
And if you get him one, but don't get him all at once, he says something else. So I'm going to be back real quick.
Ah, this is a...
Already saw that.
If you find some rare life form, you'll bring it right over, right?
I could have sworn he said something, but apparently he does not. Okay. Well, that's that. Yeah, so this is, if you remember in the first game, there was the thing where you had to use the blue powder on a red flower and then throw it at a red flower after you turn it blue, and that makes a mushroom that makes you supercharged. This is that.
You can run at amazing speeds here, but take care that you don't fall off any cliffs. Somewhere in this world, there's an item that lets you sample the forbidden world anytime.
That apostrophe shouldn't be there. So anyway, yeah, now we are supercharged. We can run faster and jump higher than anything else in the game would let you do. However, if you take any damage of any kind, you immediately get knocked out of it. First of all, let's do this. See, I was convinced that was how you were supposed to do that, but the game would beg to differ. I don't think they coded these gems quite right. But whatever. Yeah, that gem I think is just, you can't. I've never gotten it, I don't think. Whatever. Doesn't matter. I'm just grabbing these now because this is how you're supposed to get these. Though obviously you just use the grapple to get the chests anyway. But anyway, yes, one of the 3 things we can get that we're going to be getting in this episode is the thing that lets you enter this state at any time rather than having to go back to rare lifeform guy. Frankly, I don't find it that useful, but it is pretty cool. Oh yeah, ghost stickers. Keep forgetting about that. I'll do that after the boss fights. So, there is something I didn't show you guys. Don't know how I'm going to choose to get to it. Because here's the thing, when you're in the taboo state, you move so fast, it's kind of hard to control your character. You know? Which isn't great. It's a little more finicky. Controls are a lot less responsive. Well, I say a lot. Did I just jump through this pole? I'm guessing that's because the screen was still shifting while I jumped. And the game got confused. Anyway. The gems I somehow missed, even though you're not supposed to be able to miss them. Anyway, there's something up here that I didn't show you guys.
Look, Tomba, the trees turned to stone. What happened here?
Now, if you recall, Baron has also been turned to stone. How do you turn things unstonified? Well, we have holy water. Now this is harder to get to in a taboo state because of these spikes. Harder to get to in a taboo state before defeating the ice pig because of those spikes. Because I may be immune to cold, but I am not immune to sharp, and those could have knocked me out. But I jumped correctly. I love also how the holy tree is just this little tuft of leaves, and the only difference is that it just got a lot taller. What are you doing, Tomba? Well, regardless. Oh. Whoops. Oh, hey! That was a thing. So this is a cool little wraparound. I'm not sure how it works, but it does, I guess. But first, this chest. You might notice it's glowing the same way as the light that makes you go turbo. So now I can get in or out of that state at any time. And I'm going to get out of it right now because I don't really like it. But it is a thing. And now we're here. I love how that dude has like a little jump animation, like in shock that you just jumped out of nowhere. Anyway.
Hey, my rucksack? You brought it back? I'm saved! Very kind indeed. For you, oh, I never wanted to tell anybody about this, but since you found my rucksack, here goes, my last secret. There's a fourth tower called the Golden Tower. Like the others, it's not easy to enter. Among the adventurers' chests scattered all over the country is one with a panel revealing this tower.
Not quite accurate, but we'll get to that in another
But
episode.
an adventurer needs to be at a high level to open that chest. The tower is around here someplace, but I have yet to find it. That's all I can say right now. I'm looking for that tower too. Don't forget, I'm a rival.
Do you have anything else to say?
There's a fourth tower called...
No. Okay. So yeah, that's that guy taken care of. Do you have anything else to say, miss?
One of my mermaid friends is really shy to everyone, except people she trusts.
No duh.
But she won't say anything to a person without a scale.
Ah, the voice acting is so janky in this game. I love it. Anyway, while we're here, how about we finally finish the critical path also? That makes 4 really useful items in the game we can get in this episode. I keep forgetting I haven't done that. It's funny because I've done it in, like, the blitz throughs I've done to get extra footage, but I haven't done it in the main playthrough yet. Boing. Yeah, those logs are mildly annoying, as is this one and only mid-level screen transition that I still don't get, but I mean, I guess water physics are probably memory heavy or something. I don't know. I don't know how this stuff works. Also, she also has dialogue that we haven't seen yet.
In the water temple, we mermaids coexist with the temple people. We don't often meet up, however.
So that's an interesting bit of lore. Or world building, I guess. Anyway, I have the mystery reflector.
Absolutely. This is the reflector. Now set it on the pedestal. Next, open up the skylight. Whoever gets the pig bag, make sure you don't look into the light.
I feel like that's supposed to be an incantation. But I don't understand what it's supposed to mean. As a kid, I actually, like, obeyed this and I ignored what's about to happen. Like, I avoid looking at it, but in hindsight, I really don't understand what the point of this line is. Anyway. I mean, granted, you're, like, doing a thing where you're shining light in something's eyes, but, like, it doesn't fit. Anything to say, sir?
It would certainly help if that continual rain brought by the evil pig's curse would let up.
How so?
Evil pig gates are hidden in various places. Make sure you're careful to get all of them.
I still don't understand how the rain is in any way a detriment to this place. And since we're in, like, a platforming area, we have to, like, jump and grab it rather than just walk into it like we did with the Earth Pig bag in the circus town where it wasn't a platforming area. So that's kind of neat. And this leads to... Like I said. Anyway. That, dude said that Charles was in the Kujara Ranch somewhere. Maybe we should go talk to him, make sure he's okay. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting to get the taboo fruit that quickly. Usually it takes a few tries, because again, if you get hit once, you lose the taboo state, and you have to come all the way back to this, rare life form guy. Oh, while we're here. Never gonna be a fan of these ice blocks, but I guess that's kind of the point.
Well, you set it in place. Nothing left that I want.
Oh.
Now all I want is to live quietly. If you're continuing your journey, you need to know that the boomerang is ice and the hammer is fire. What fails with water will work with ice.
I don't think that's supposed to say water, because there's nowhere in the game you use water. I mean, you use water in, like, buckets and stuff, but, like, you would never apply ice to a thing you could use water on. Also, interestingly, the voice actor fixed what the text box didn't do correctly. Instead of saying, you need to know that, he said, you need to know that, and then continued talking. Even though the text boxes were formatted incorrectly. So good on that guy. I don't know why, but I literally just noticed the underside texture of this ledge. How it's all blocky. I mean, obviously, it's a PS1 game, of course it's made with blocks, but like, well, probably triangles actually, but like, I don't know, that's just really cool to notice. I don't know why. Sorry I got distracted by that. Anyway. These jerks can't really do much anymore because I can just burn off the Toradaka oil. I know I don't need the Toradaka oil remover. I just, hey, what? Hey, Charles? Ow. Because it just burns off when you touch fire. Can I get that fuse, please, sir? We know we need this for later. Can you, here we go.
That itches. Oh, it itches. My head's all itchy. Do something, Tomba. If you do, I have something for you.
I'd love to, but I don't know.
Help me. It's so itchy, I can't stand it.
Can I talk to you again?
Itchy. My head itches. Don't you have some kind of itching salve?
No, I don't. And from personal experience, itching salve doesn't help. Like, at least it's not like an actual, like, instant relief for nonsensical itch. I love how these things, like, clip into stuff and instantly die when you knock into them. It's funny. Anyway, the itching salve is mercifully right over here. I just didn't grab it before because of, you know, the thing I was doing. What is this? Anyway, actually, I want to show you. I'm gonna wait for the iframes to stop. I am now covered in oil. I will now use the fire hammer, which in addition to touching fire, also counts as touching fire. And it just burns off. but because I can't be hurt by heat anymore, that's not a problem. How do I do this? Charles?
Itchy, my...
I think you have like a few frames before he starts freaking out again, maybe? I don't know.
Itch himself. Hurry! Put it on!
Did it work? Charles!
What? Oh, yes. The itching stopped.
And yet they didn't get rid of the animation. Also, again, would like to point out, fairly certain from experience that's not how that works. But
Maybe you were bitten by a bug.
especially if that's the case.
Ah, that's better. Now, let's go out and look some more for Tabby.
Hey, didn't you say you were gonna give me something?
Oh, yeah. I promised to give you something. Here you go.
Thank you.
Hey, Tomba, Zippo.
Weird line and weird line read.
They've run off by themselves again. I guess they can't wait to meet Tabby.
Nothing about this line makes any sense to me. I mean, Charles as an individual has run off by himself again. And I guess he can't wait to rescue Tabby? I don't know. I don't know. This game is still perfectly playable in English and perfectly comprehensible in English, mostly, but I do feel like the Japanese version is probably a lot better. Oh well. Thinking. Right. Before we do the next thing, I need to grab some dialogue from a dude. The pig motif of this game is definitely a choice. Just saying that because of the swimming pig suit being pretty much one of the most useful things in Tomba history, because it lets you talk to pig people and it lets you swim. But like, I think that's just a Japanese thing. I think something about pigs is funny to them.
Your friend Charles? Boy, you sure are in a hurry. Okay, you say he left the ranch. You think he's come to Dongland Forest?
Do you say different things? No, okay. Anyway, I'm not going to waste, I am blind. Here we go. I'm not going to waste magic wings because I can just use this to get exactly where we need to go. Even more so than the magic wings would let me anyway. So yeah, these bells are about as useful as the bells in the first game. There's just less of them. So yes, holy water de-stonifies things. And we get doggy noises. Hello, pupper.
He looks really happy. Hey, Tomba, are we taking Baron with us? Great! Another tough guy for our group. Hi, I'm Zippo. Pleased to meet you, Baron.
And it didn't matter that I didn't waste magic wings, because we no longer have any use for them. Just like in the first game, Baron is infinite magic wings. So we can go anywhere now. At will. Yeah, definitely one of the more useful items in the game. More useful, I would argue, than the taboo fruit. I have the grapple? No. So, last thing before we sign off. This stuff always takes a lot longer than I think it's going to. I was worried this wouldn't fill a full episode, but here we are. Well, at least it's a normal length episode, not an extended one. Anyway.
Charles, what are you doing in there?
I'm all wrapped up in these leaves, and I can't move.
How the heck did you manage that?
Huh? Tomba, can't you do something? We can't even do it with Tomba's great strength. Charles, why don't you try eating the leaves?
Don't be ridiculous. We don't eat leaves. I'm not a caterpillar, you know.
We did see one, though. This is cool. I didn't know you could do this. Okay, we literally can't talk to him again. We did see a caterpillar somewhere. Ow. Yeah, these spikes just knock you back to here. So there's one last thing with these seesaws. Haha! Flaming Skull, you cannot hurt me any longer. Anyway, there's one last thing with these seesaws. So you see these white strings, you see this leaf here? And you see these white strings connecting some of the seesaws? I'm not going to bother showing you what happens if they're tilted the wrong way, but just take my word for it. Worm Dude up here will only go in the direction the seesaws are tilted. Like, he'll only go right if the seesaw is tilted down this way. And also, he will not move unless we're right there, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he just stops if we're not there. So this is an escort quest, technically. I do like caterpillars. They're cute. This guy could move faster. Jumping between the spike plate and the axe is always a doozy. And A. Now, with us riding on him for some reason, this is how this is done. Do not question it. Potato bug, caterpillar. I mean, I guess...
Ah, caterpillar.
I guess potato bugs are like big caterpillars. Anyone ever see potato bugs when you were a kid? There were these really, really big green caterpillars. I really liked them. I don't think they had pink spots, though, that I can recall. And he just goes on his merry way. He had a good meal. He's happy.
Thanks a lot. You saved me again. All right. I'll give you one of the treasures I found.
A treasure?
Here it is. This is it. This item is just the ticket. It's a super item that will double your strength.
You did it, Tomba.
Actually, some old codger asked me to give this to Tomba. So it's all yours.
Old codger, you say? Yeah, Kynan is just constantly there in the background in this game, even when you don't see him. Really, really lending credence to my Kynan is God theory. Can you imagine lore theories on, like, silly, weird PS1 games like this? Also, the white strings are gone because the caterpillar doesn't need them anymore. Anyway, that was everything I wanted to do for this episode, I think. Got Baron, we got the taboo fruit, we got the water pig bag, and we got the thing that doubles your max health. Or your potential max health. It's basically the gold bowl from the first game, but it's a lot less ambiguous about what it does because the gold bowl doesn't really tell you what it does. And now that we've done that, one last thing. Dude who somehow magically always knows where Charles is.
Your friend Charles? He's disappeared. I wonder where he went. What's that you say? Charles is a monkey? I thought he was a human.
Then how did you know? How did you know who we were talking about whenever we asked you? Anyway, so yeah, that's gonna do it for this episode. As always, thank you so very much for watching if you did. I really do appreciate literally every individual view my videos get because I don't get many, but the fact that anyone derives any enjoyment from my nonsense makes it worth it. So thank you so very much for watching if you did, really and truly. And I look forward to seeing you next time.